Good evening, Hattiesburg. Thanks for joining us for this COVID-19 City News Briefing for Monday, November 2nd. We are coming at you a little bit later because we just got out of City Council meetings. So we'll start with today's numbers. These are system-wide numbers for our healthcare organizations: Forrest General, Merit Health Wesley, Hattiesburg Clinic, Semri, and the Moffett Health Center at USM. Today we have had 77,538 tests to date. 8,411 of those have come back positive. 68,896 have come back negative. We have 231 tests currently pending. In the hospital today, between Merit Health Wesley and Forrest General, we have 53 people who are COVID positive. That's just 3 over where we've been for the last 14 days, with another 4 under investigation. And of those 53, we have 21 actually in the ICU, which is just about 4 over where we've been over the last 2 weeks, with another 1 under investigation. As you kind of see how this is timed out over time, we actually had kind of a concerning spike there on Saturday. We went up to 58 hospitalizations, but we've since come down by a fair amount. ICU admissions still above 20. We'd like to see that go down. But as we've said before, new positive cases, when you have an abundance of those, it's going to eventually translate into not only hospitalizations but ICU visits. And actually, of these ICU visits, I believe 8 of those, or 8 to 10 of those, are actually from Forrest and Lamar counties. Statewide today, we reported 365 new cases, however, no new deaths, which was good news. Unfortunately, we do have to report there was a new death reported on Saturday in Forrest County. We send our thoughts and well wishes and condolences to that family, which brings totals to date to 80 total deaths in Forrest County, 40 in Lamar. Over the weekend, we had 35 total new cases, 14 on Saturday, 11 on Sunday, and 10 on Monday, so total of 35. In Lamar County, we had 21 on Saturday, 7 on Sunday, 4 today, which brings a total of 32 over the weekend. Since this began, Forrest County's had 3,176 positive cases. Lamar County's had 2,391, bringing our total to 5,567. Our 5-day average, where we take the number of new positive cases on a given day and average it with the 2 days prior and 2 days after. Lamar County is still slightly above Forrest County in terms of 5-day average. The inside 14-day number, this is the number of new positive cases on a given day. Actually, the new positive cases that have come back in the last 2 weeks. Forrest County, that number is at 225, and Lamar County, that number is at 242. So Lamar County still slightly above, but again, staying under that 500 mark, which is a good sign for us. Week-over-week comparison. Last Monday, we had 238 that were inside 14 days, 225 today. Lamar County, 272 a week ago, 242 today. Metro area total down to 467, so that's an encouraging sign. We hope that trend continues as well. Hospitalizations, however, again, hospitalizations tended to lag behind new infections. 45 a week ago, 53 today. ICU admissions also up 6 from last Monday. Our goals continue to be in everything that we do: protecting the vulnerable, preventing overrun of the healthcare system, and ultimately trying to keep our economy open while still prioritizing public health. Some city news today. We want to congratulate our Hattiesburg High Tigers, who, with a 16-13 victory over Gaucher on Friday night, became playoff eligible. If you know, last year was the first year in a while we hadn't made the playoffs, and I also want you to know, if you hadn't, that Coach Vance made a lot of tough decisions in terms of keeping his players and their families safe over the summer when it came to summer training. And so this football team has continued to surprise and continue to show up and win big games. And so we're so proud of our Hattiesburg Tigers for making the playoffs again. They have one more regular season game, senior night this Friday against East Central, and then we'll head into the playoffs. If we win against East Central, we'll actually host a playoff game. So looking forward to that. Also, of course, we had severe weather last week, and the Forrest County Emergency Management District is trying to finish its Hurricane Zeta damage assessment of residences by Wednesday of this week. You can self-report that damage by going to their Facebook page, or we will actually post the link in this post, or you can call 544-5911. That's 544-5911, and those assessments, of course, work toward meeting any disaster-related threshold for potential MEMA and FEMA assistance. We know how important that is. And finally, our act of courage. Tomorrow, people across our country will go to cast a vote for president, as well as senators, representatives, and so forth. In Mississippi, we will vote on several new ballot initiatives, and hopefully we'll be adopting a new state flag. Locally, we will choose election commissioners and participate in a non-binding referendum regarding the county's Confederate monument. All told, this is our opportunity tomorrow from 7 to 7 to individually use our voice and collectively choose the next chapter in our local, state, and national story. I realize the build-up to this particular presidential election has been one of the most negative and divisive campaigns in some time. Still, I encourage you to vote tomorrow, 7 to 7. But moreover, regardless of who wins, regardless of what the narrative ends up becoming after this is all over, and regardless of whether one side or another attempts to bend events into conspiracy theories, and regardless if you even get to the point where we don't know who is telling the truth, I encourage you to have faith in your country and its people. Adlai Stevenson said this after he lost in 1952 to Dwight D. Eisenhower. He said, "It is traditionally American to fight hard before an election, and it is equally traditional to close ranks as soon as the people have spoken. That which unites us as American citizens is far greater than that which divides us as political parties. We vote as many, but we pray as one." So Hattiesburg, vote tomorrow. But most importantly, take heart, be kind to one another, and show courage.